Okay, I'm gonna see what I can do here for this little video guy. That looks like it works. That spindle nut is on there, and that is very warm. You said to grab it like this. Let me see if I can get a better grab on it. And just there we go. Worked like a beaut. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Got that spindle nut still on here, so go ahead and get that off so I can pull the seal out too. Can't believe this was done improperly. I can't tell if this was ever rebuilt or not, because the wheel bearings weren't making any sound. This one looks not as nice. Maybe what they did, I don't know, this is supposed to have badging on it. Maybe there are. I'll have to clean this off a little more. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's see if I can set this up so we're... Alright, so after pulling this off as well, it is still a Timken, so I believe it's original. This one has very little in and outer, but it is grinding, and I don't know how well you can hear that. It does sound like there's grit in there, and I feel it. So cleaned it off. A little bit of evidence more to kind of show that this was worth doing. Okay, wipe my fingers off and we can keep moving forward. I don't know how I'm going to edit my videos. This might have to be a part 2, but I did start recording when I was trying to set up to do the slide hammer thing on the rotor. I hit the stop button, so if we go do some more, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to grab these. You're going to need them. So everything's taken off. That's pretty much it. I mean, everything now just needs to be cleaned, and it's practically time for reassembly. So what I'm going to do is wipe this all off and get a good look here on this machine surface, make sure everything looks good. So far, so good. So we're going to just check out everything, these threads here, because there was definitely some grit when I was pulling off that second spindle nut. Look for any damage too, because none of those were tight, which was ridiculous. They're supposed to be set. Set your first spindle with the bearing to 50 foot-pounds, and then you back off 90 degrees, and then you go to 30 foot-pounds and back off 3/8 of a turn. Now this is actually pretty cool. There's a little bit of wiggle there, not a lot, just enough. And on Vortec Garage, his had more play, so feels good here. Not trying to diss anybody. That guy, honestly, he knows his shit. I respect the fuck out of his video formatting. He gave part numbers, he gave tools, everything you're gonna need. A little bit of wear right here, and that's signs of the metal riding, getting hot. See that burr? That burr's only on the bottom side. Come up top here, it's really not that. It's not as much on top. I could tell you that right now. Fingernail catching. So it's not great. What I'm going to do is take some Scotch-Brite, just a little bit, and trying my best not to touch that machine surface. I'm just going to try to scuff that burr away. This is a junk area. Please, whoa, super zoomed in. Please excuse all the trash. This is a barn if I've ever seen it. Just treat it like one. It's a very nice place, but no one else here puts their tools away. So I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit and get that burr off, because like I said, that's obviously not supposed to be there. And being a machinist, that is pretty gnarly, in my opinion. It's not bad for the daily driver, but I sure do want my stuff to be perfect. And if I'm going to put the work in, I'm going to take that extra 5 minutes and get it done right. And then the next thing I got to do after this is beat out those, what are they called? Races or something? They're where the bearings seat. I see the one, I see the other. Just got to clean up the grease. I'm going to burr that. I'm going to get those out. I rented a kit for it. If you watch Vortex Garage's video, he'll tell you exactly what it is. It's like a bearing and seal press, I believe, or driver. I think it's a driver because you use a hammer to beat it out. So, and when he does it, he puts this side down on a piece of wood, so you're trying not to damage this, you know, and then he sets it up with the right one, pop, 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 smacks it out, flips it over, puts the rotor on 2 pieces of wood, smacks out the other side, cleans everything, brake cleaner, that's what you're going to need. Let it dry, beat them all back in, you know, with the appropriate sides, the appropriate driver. It's simple, you know, simple common sense at that point. Put them in straight, obviously. Once they're seated, it's time for the greasing, and I will probably catch back up with you guys when I get to that point. So, but that's really nice to look at. It's nice to see shining machine metal, you know, right next to all this crud, which I will address in my future videos. My steering arms are getting old, so let's do one thing at a time.